We always think these super rich love to show off, right? But what if I told you the real goal of having all that money is the exact opposite, to become completely invisible? And this isn't just about privacy, it's about survival.
See, here's a painful truth that every high net worth person eventually learns. In our world, being seen, being known, that attracts lawsuits, threats, and all kinds of unwanted attention. And that stuff can cost you way, way more than any tax bill.
It really boils down to a totally different mindset. While most people work hard to show their wealth, the truly wealthy are busy working to erase it. They're making themselves a much harder target for, well, pretty much everyone.
So how in the world do they pull this off? It all starts with this one incredibly powerful idea. Own nothing on paper, but control absolutely everything. The big secret is to separate legal ownership from actual control. So if you look them up, their name isn't attached to anything. But in reality, they're pulling the strings through these complex layers of legal structures that they command completely.
To actually make that happen, they've got a specific set of tools. Let's take a peek inside this invisibility toolkit they use to build all these layers of anonymity.
It's all about creating distance, right? Layers of separation. So it might start with an anonymous LLC to hold something like a house or a jet, so their name is never on the deed. Then, that LLC can be owned by a holding company. Boom, another layer. For property, a land trust can hide who the real beneficiary is even better. And then the final layer, a dynasty trust, which can basically lock it all away from public view and even taxes for generations.
So where does all this legal magic happen? Usually in states just like these. They have laws that let the real owners of an LLC stay completely anonymous. It's exactly why a huge mansion in California might technically, legally, be owned by some mysterious company based in Wyoming.
And believe me, this isn't just some theory. It's what's actually happening. Mark Zuckerberg, for example, he uses anonymous LLCs for his properties. Oprah Winfrey is famous for using trusts. You go look for their names on public deeds, you're not going to find them.
And if you want the absolute final boss level of privacy, the game goes offshore, setting up entities in places like the Cayman Islands or the British Virgin Islands. That builds a final, almost impenetrable wall of separation. Okay, so all these layers, all this insane complexity, it really makes you wonder, why bother with all this trouble? The answer is in what we could call the real exit strategy.
Because here's the thing they get that most of us don't. Their biggest danger isn't the tax man, it's exposure. See, a tax bill just costs money. But public exposure, that can cost you your entire empire, your reputation, maybe even your safety. This whole game isn't about dodging taxes. It's about self-preservation.
Which leaves